Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. We are going to be looking at ZoomBusiness, an online mapping directory to support local businesses. For those of you who tried to join us last week, we had some technical issues with GoToWebinar, so we welcome you back again. This time, I believe our sound is working just fine, so we are looking forward to spending the next 30 minutes with you. You will notice that you are muted. The ability to ask questions, however, is still there. We invite you to put any questions record all of our webinars and you will get...
Lisa,
Yes, we have a question.
You're cutting out.
Oh my goodness. Okay. In which case,
yeah,
Stevie...
No, just keep going. I can hear you now, so just keep going. Holy moly.
Okay. Hopefully the GoToWebinar gods are on our side. We are recording today's session and you will get an email tomorrow with a link to this video. Please share it with colleagues, review at your convenience, and of course you'll have our contact information with any questions. So with that, I am going to introduce my colleague Stevie Field-Chavez. Hello, Stevie.
Hello, how are you?
I am very good, thank you. I'm very excited to be doing this. We've done a number of these over the past few months since we first launched ZoomBusiness at the beginning of the pandemic, I guess a month into it in April. And we're always excited by the questions that we get from people who are attending the webinars. We always say we get our best ideas from our clients, and ZoomBusiness is one of those, isn't it?
It absolutely is. It was fun to see this develop. It was fun to see our company just jump on top of it and create something that has really been so helpful to so many communities in this crazy time of 2020. And I look forward to kind of showing everyone what we've got going on.
Excellent. Okay, so I am going to pass the presenter baton over to you so you can take us for a tour of ZoomBusiness.
Very good, very good. And just a reminder, there is a questions box in the GoToMeeting little box thing that you have on your computer screen. So if you have a question and we didn't hit the answer, please feel free to type your question there. So I hate to say it, but can you see my screen?
I certainly can.
Okay, all right. So we are going to take a toodle around the Fayette County, Georgia Development Authority ZoomBusiness application. I'm going to show you a little of how it works, how to get your business information in there, and a little bit about the control that you have on the back end. So at first glance, you can see we have our different businesses populating our application and a map of our client geography. You can see these are the businesses here, and I can click on any single one of them to get a little bit of information on that business and a link to their website, which is kind of fun. This works for both cities, counties, towns, multiple regions. You can define the geography, so there's multiple ways to set up the application, so don't feel limited to what you see here. I can search a business by actual location. I can search by type of business, and we're adding to this list all the time. I mean, Elisa was right. The whole idea of this came from a webinar. We spoke to our team. They got on to building and designing it, and so we just continue to make improvements to this all the time. I can also search for health facilities. This is very important, as we all know these days. So hospitals, dedicating testing sites, walk-in clinics, dentistry, etc. And then I can search by filters of property name, various keywords. Please note that if you do enter a keyword in this box, it will filter out everything that does not have that keyword. So that's important as you're doing a broader search. Let's say I don't know the business type that I'm looking for, or maybe I know of different types, but I really am more concerned with the businesses that are close to me. I also have the ability to freehand draw on our map, and so maybe I only want to search businesses that are on my side of town, and I can apply this filter to my search, and it will then filter out any business that is not within that very poorly drawn area right there, and I'll just give me my results. A couple of little tips about the site as well is the ability to see various map layers, and we have the unfortunate COVID-19 map layers here turned on for this particular client, but always feel free to check that map layer box. And we also have the ability to save businesses. The cool thing about saving businesses that I love is for those of you in economic development, in Chamber of Commerce work, it's really great to kind of highlight one of your businesses, whether it's the business of the day, business of the week. Check out this new business that opened, and you have the ability to share this in multiple ways. So I've created a folder, and you can see my saved results. This was a saved search from one of our last webinars, not the one last week that didn't go so great because we couldn't get the connection, but the one from probably a month or so ago. And so I called this one Yummy Restaurants. It's still in my search folder box. As long as I don't clear my cache, that folder will remain there. And so I can see all of the restaurants that I've marked that I wanted to share. I can click this little share button here, and I can email a recipient directly in the ZoomBusiness application. I can also copy this link. I always suggest renaming a link. No one wants an email that has a whole bunch of code in it, and so if you copy this, there's a little link button in your email. I'm sure you're familiar with that. Rename it to "These are yummy restaurants I think worth trying," and the recipient of this can click that link and go directly into this page live in the ZoomBusiness application, so they can see all those businesses. And it's really great for marketing. So if you have a marketing newsletter, an electronic newsletter, or an email that you send out, or chamber membership, and you want to welcome a new business, these are great ways to promote that business coming in. So let's take a look at one of our businesses here, and we'll look at some of the information that's included on this particular business. So the business entering their information, and I'm going to touch on that in just a moment, can upload multiple pictures and video, include notes of what the business actually features, property address, various hours. Do they have takeout, delivery, gift cards? Is there Facebook? When was this information updated? And if I entered in this information on this business, I can click here to enter this business, or to edit, excuse me. So this is a really great time, and I'm going to kind of jump ahead to one of the tabs that I have open so you can see if I'm a business in your community. I know we all know economic development right now is super busy. Chamber work is really busy. We're all just trying to manage all of the changes in our community, and so we don't have time to enter all these businesses in ourselves. What can we do? The business can actually add their own information. So by going to add a business, it's going to take me to a spreadsheet, which I already have open, just in the sake of time. Here we go. That allows me as the business owner to enter in all of my information just on my own. It takes about 5 minutes. You can see business name, contact email. This is important for your businesses if they want the ability to edit their business information. And we know that unfortunately with COVID, the business business information is changing quite regularly. So that is really an important little feature. Address information. Our map here is interactive. So if I'm in a strip mall and maybe I'm located on this side of the strip mall, I can locate my little balloon over there. Contact name. Yes, I'm an active and open business, and this is the type of business that I am. I'm a bakery, best bakery this side of the Mississippi, and any type of masks required upon entry, senior hours at a certain time. I can enter all of this information in the description box. Regular hours are also included, phone. Is there a meter? Is there a GoFundMe page for our wait staff? Is there takeout, delivery, and what are those delivery requirements? So you can see it's very, very, just straightforward on the information that you enter. Dine-in options are available. I can save this information. Now, what happens when it's saved? This is the thought may be, I don't want all of this information automatically forward-facing, and we've thought of that. So what we have is in the back end of the admin, you as the client have the ability to manage all of the business information that's entered. Any business that's entered will show up in the back end of your admin, and you have the ability to approve and activate that business. So any approved business that is active, so you have two green buttons, are forward facing. If it's approved, which means yes, it can be forward facing, but we have it now as inactive, that means it's in the system but no longer forward facing. And so if you have a business that may have been shut down for a little period of time, but you know that they're going to reopen, that's probably a good situation. And then you have your unapproved businesses. And the reason we put that in is because we wanted to make sure that you have the control of what type of businesses are forward facing. Vape shops and other type of questionable businesses you may not want uploaded on your Zoom business, and so that gives you the ability to control. In the back end, you also have the option of downloading a template. So if you have a lot of this gathered information already in your office, you can use the template to list the information of your businesses and then import that information into your system so it doesn't have to be entered in one by one. There's so many great things about the application is that it's for all of our clients, this is free, it's already built, it's already available for you to use. If you are not a client, but you are looking to advertise your available or your open businesses in your community, it's a very, very affordable cost. This does not get embedded in your current website. It is actually, you can link to it and your whole community can use it. The Economic Development Organization, the Chamber of Commerce, the CVB, I would get your local news stations to all point to the same Zoom Business application, so everyone can take advantage of it. And it's not pay-to-play type business information, so any type of business can that you have approved can list their information. It doesn't have to be just chamber members. Elisa or Chris, have I missed anything?
I did not see that anything was missed. That seems pretty complete to me.
Yeah. Can I add one quick thing here about chambers and their membership? We do have some chambers using this that are adding their chamber membership in bulk. So if that's something that seems interesting to you, we can definitely help you do that.
I think it's a great addition for chambers. It really does point out, which chambers which businesses I have in my chamber membership. And so I think it's just a really great tool for chambers. And this goes beyond COVID. So you have the ability to, we can edit this information in terms of business in hours. With storms. I know on the East Coast, we've had a lot of storms coming lately. On the West Coast, they've been dealing with unfortunate fires. So all of this information can be just edited on the fly, depending upon the circumstance that's happening out there. This information can be found on our website. And we also have what we call like a sticker that you can download and embed in your website that helps point your membership to the Zoom Business application. Elisa?
Yeah, actually, thanks for mentioning that. It could also be downloaded and used as a poster, so businesses that are listed on the tool can post it in their shop fronts or restaurant windows or what have you. Just another way to promote the existence of the tool across your region. And just on that same token, I just wanted to share the fact that we work with you. We have tons of resources that we provide you so you can quickly hit the ground running, get your businesses listed, get your businesses aware of the program. I'm showing you some examples from other clients on there right now. I think this is from Expand Greater Springfield in Ohio. They were very graciously agreed to share some of the things they developed at Columbia, South Carolina, another one of them. So they have a how to add a business virtual guide. It is very, very easy, but we know how stressed and how busy your small and medium-sized businesses are right now. So we want to make this absolutely as easy as possible. So they graciously agreed to share this this tool, these kind of PDFs that you can brand with your own colors. I think this one is the one from Columbia, to be able to get themselves up and running right away. And then conversely, we have lots of examples of social posts that different clients have been using in order to spread the word, either in their email newsletters, in the actual newspaper. We have some great examples of partnerships with local media, especially newspapers, because these folks depend on those small businesses for their ad revenue, and they are very vested in making sure that they survive the pandemic and the current crisis that we're dealing with. So you want to make sure you look for those area opportunities in your area to collaborate to get the word out, and newspapers or media organizations are a great way to do that. I think I have some other examples of social posts, this one from Abbotsford in British Columbia, Canada, from Fayette that you can see right there. Fayette County also did a great job. That hashtag shop local, I think, is really important. In Abbotsford, they created a local Abbey, hashtag local Abbey is another one that's useful. Small Biz, some other great examples from LinkedIn, from Facebook, from Pasadena in Texas, again from Columbia over there. So you can see how they're just working to get the news out about Zoom Business, both to the businesses themselves, but also to area residents so that they can shop and spend their dollars locally. We know that over 90% of jobs in some regions comes from the small and medium-sized businesses there. It's literally the lifeblood of your area economy. And so residents absolutely also have a vested interest in making sure that they survive the current challenges. So rather than using unnamed online retailers that takes the money out of your community, this is a great way to make sure that you keep it local. Questions, just a reminder that you can put questions into the questions field on the right-hand side of your screen in the GoToWebinar control panel. If you have any questions for us, you can of course always direct them to us. We have a list of some Zoom Business sites at the blog link that's over there. I'm going to be sending you a follow-up email tomorrow with a video of today's overview, and so you will also have a link to some live sites so you can explore them for yourself. I think we launched this in April, and we currently are in over 100 communities across the US and Canada, which is actually pretty remarkable. If you are already a client of GIS Planning, your Zoom Business site is already set up for you. You can actually access it in the admin and begin adding businesses right away. If you are not yet a client of GIS Planning, we can have this up and running for you in one business day. So there is no long lead time here. We need a color, we need a logo, and boom, away you go. We can have you ready to add businesses right away. Chris, Stevie, is there anything else that you would want to add to this?
I think on my end,
important. Oh, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Just from the support end, a big part of this is we don't want you managing a mini Yelp. So we've made it really easy for you to set businesses up to edit and change their own information as things changes. Are we going to go on another lockdown, or are we going to open up more? So it's very simple for local businesses to do that. And the help we have in our help center, once you get up and running, through what Elisa has fabulously created, some outreach to local businesses to let them know they can use this and add their own information, makes it really easy for you as a client.
Yeah, thank you. And of course, we're here. We pride ourselves on our client services, whether it's for technical support, for implementation, for marketing support. We've got a great team here that is ready to be responsive and help you out with any questions you have along the way. Stevie, you had something you wanted to say?
I was just going to add that this can be customized for you, so we can build it in a color scheme that matches your current branding and includes your logo. So there are some design options that you have to make it more customized and more like what your website looks like. And we can also, if you have a specific URL that you want to license, we can use that at the top, so you can use it more of a retention tool. Just let us know. You can contact us for a private demo, and we can show you a little bit more about the back end or any of the other tools that we offer. And we so appreciate your time.
Excellent. And thank you. It's always a pleasure working with you guys, Chris and Stevie. We've got a great team. Thanks to all of you who joined us today. We appreciate the work you are doing for your communities to keep them strong and help them weather these challenges. And we look forward to answering your questions via email or online. Have a wonderful day and stay safe. Goodbye.